All right, so I just arrived off of the plane back from NAC 2026, and I probably look like a mess right now. My voice is super, super dead from the comp, but I wanted to make this video because I had a thought. And I came home and I looked it up, and it turns out that the last time a woman made US Nationals finals was Avocado in 2017. And I truly believe that I can make finals next year, which is going to be US Nats 2027. That's what I meant to say. And I've tried to record this video like 10 times, I think, because I want to get all the points across properly. But I think at this point, I'm just going to try to shorten it to just the three main reasons why I'm setting this goal for myself. Number one, I always set unreasonable and delusional goals for myself. And the reason for this is because I'm someone that really is able to like lock in well when I really have this like outlandish task at hand. The greatest examples I find this like in my life have been with competitive hockey. I've played this since I was 3 years old. With Taekwondo, I teach and train at a Taekwondo school, and I've done this since I was 4 years old. And juggling, which I started in middle school. And but also with other facets of my life as well. Just setting these goals that seem really crazy and then just attacking it and, eliminating the distractions and pushing myself to do that. And it feels so good to really make that effort, Some of the best moments in my life have been failing, but realizing that I put in so much effort. And that might sound like really strange, but for me, like it really, I guess, like triggers something emotionally for me where I feel truly proud of myself. So that is number one. Number two, why I think that I could set this even as a goal is because I've never practiced 3x3. And I feel like a lot of people might be thrown off by my 2017 ID. But I really have never, ever practiced 3x3. I don't really know a better way to say this. The only thing I remember like learning was one lick Ola, one lick PLL. And then I think at that time I still averaged like 25 seconds or something. I was pretty young. And then I never even like low-key did solves after that. I only solved in comp. And it just like over time I got sub 10. Like I don't really know. But I didn't like, I wasn't one of these kids who like went home and did like 1,000 solves or like even 100 solves or even 50 solves. Like that was never ever me. Just over time, over the past like I guess 5 years, I would give myself. I just competed, I guess, enough. We're like going to however many comps a year, maybe like 8 comps a year on average over the last 5 years. I just like all my practices come from rounds, which is just pretty funny. But that's why I think going from averaging 9 seconds to what it is needed to make finals, if I do genuinely practice, right? Like I sacrifice a little bit more things to practice 3x3. And that comes to the next point, which is sacrifices. I've sacrificed like being at least better at cubing for basically a lot of other things in life. Because any athlete will know. So like I played, ice hockey, all throughout high school. In many years, I played both travel and school. So my schedule would look like going to school, doing like 30 minutes of homework, having practice, hockey practice, going home, taking a shower, eating dinner, quickly rushing to my second hockey practice, coming home, taking another shower, and then having like 2 million hours of, not 2 million, but like you get the point, like a lot of chemistry homework or physics homework or Spanish homework or like, just like all these APs, like just so much, work. And by the way, I'm very aware of the sacrifice. It's not like I'm, pitying myself or anything. That was a sacrifice I made to do well in school, to do well in sports. And so yeah, it was hockey, taekwondo, and piano, and to an extent violin and like orchestra, that type of stuff, took up a lot of my time. And then on top of that, having just like other random kind of hobbies that I was pretty committed to for a certain amount of time, such as like juggling. I was actually going for a world record in juggling at some point. That's actually a example of an unreasonable and delusional goal, but I still feel good about making that goal. That's kind of my point. So yeah, my days were always so like busy in a good way. Like you make time for what you care about, which I truly believe. You make time for what you care about. And, throughout high school, I really cared about really taekwondo and hockey and these other things. And, that's what I did. And I'm like, I feel good that I did care about that. Because, we had great moments, great successes, championship hockey wins, great memories, all these like successes. And, I'm very happy I made these sacrifices. With that being said, in college, I'm actually not sure whether I'm going to do any hockey. I'm not like playing like at a collegiate level or like NCAA hockey or anything like that. I'm not sure about taekwondo yet, but what I've heard is at the school I'm going to is not like a super big taekwondo scene. So what I do think is a little bit more, I guess, like transportable and easier to just kind of fit in is cubing. And actually, if you're a college student watching this, maybe you can give me a little bit of advice or something about whether that is true. But from what I've heard is, although it's going to be a lot of work and I'm going to have to really put my head down to get the work done, I understand that. I think I will be able to cube, and I think just if I focus on 3x3 for the, like I'll still probably do like mega minx because I really enjoy that. And like obviously a little bit of pyramid so I can still get like some podiums and like stuff like that for the time being. But yeah, if I really practice 3x3, I feel like it's not a crazy goal because, I'm not doing all these other like extracurricular things, which I really enjoyed, but is not my priority going forward, if that makes sense. The last reason is I will be competing in the Collegiate Cubing Championship with my college, this year, and I want to do well. I want to win matches. I want our team to win the tournament. And averaging 9 seconds is not very good for that. As you guys know, I'm sure you guys know a lot of cubers who are in it. I think it's a great thing, by the way, for college students to participate in. If you want to get involved, there's like a whole Discord and you can join your school's team, and it's like pretty awesome. But yeah, I want to win that, and I want to make 3x3 finals, being the first woman in 10 years to make it. And I'm putting these as my goals. And if they don't happen, I'm not saying they're going to happen. If they don't happen, great, even better, even more motivation. And that's what life's all about.